Hi everybody, Dan Ullman here taking a look at the DRF race of the day for Wednesday, September the 30th. Let's throw up the field for race number 7 at Delaware Park. We are going 3/4 of a mile, an optional claiming race for 3 and up, $25,000 the claiming price, now winners of 2 other than the condition. You can download free Formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them, handicap along with me. We see a horse on the outside, the 7. Belle Tapissari. This is a horse extremely fast out of the gate, and there's a very good chance in this race that he's going to be able to clear from the outside post and get to the front. A 180-degree different situation than what we saw from Belle Tapissari most recently at Gulfstream Park, a race in which he had to go very fast in the early portion. So it could be a different situation for Belle Tapissari, and it could be an advantageous one at that. The number 2 in here, we'll take the field in program number order, is Perfect Cover. And Perfect Cover has one race on his page way back at Laurel Park in September of 2018, where he just popped a 94 Beyer speed figure going 7/8 of a mile, and that race just looks like an anomaly. He hasn't done much since then. His most recent start, he was well beaten at this level, and it just seems like he needs a drop in class at this point. He does have tactical speed. He can stay close to the pace. I'm just not sure if chasing Belle Tapissari, going after that horse, somehow being able to maybe overhaul that sharper foe and then hold off the closers is in the cards. The number 1 is Take Your Place, part of the coupled entry trained by Jamie Ness, and Take Your Place ran well last time out, finishing a 3rd. I thought it was a good effort considering it was his first start off a very long layoff. Now, this horse's lack of early speed worries me. If Belle Tapissari is able to get to the front and back down the pace without any kind of pressure, it could work against a horse like Take Your Place, but he has performed okay second off the layoff in the past, and he can be trusted to come with a late run. He's a horse that likes to win races, seeking his 8th lifetime victory as he makes his 23rd lifetime start. Number 3 in here is WW Springtime, and this is another horse that I think deserves a little bit of credit for his most recent race because he was in against a pretty good field at Laurel Park. The 5th place horse, a horse that WW Springtime finished directly ahead of, returned to win with an 81 Beyer speed figure in an off-the-turf race at Laurel, a $35,000 non-winners of 2 other than race. WW Springtime was close to a fast pace that day, and he just got tired. I think he can improve second start of the form cycle, and he does have enough tactical speed to stay within range of the pace setter. Like WW Springtime, the number 4, Tommy Shelby, is shipping in from Laurel Park. Tommy Shelby has done good work at Delaware. 3-back a winner and a nice performance. I think he overcame a speed-favoring track. He was 3 to 5 wide all the way around, and he was able to get up in that allowance event. It was a starter allowance race, a weaker race. He's done some good work at Laurel, facing decent horses, absolved the runner-up from the most recent race, came back to run second again. That's that horse's MO. And a non-winners of 1 other than a Pimlico with a 72 Beyer. Tommy Shelby certainly fits with these horses from a class standpoint, but like the 1, Take Your Place, doesn't have a lot of early speed. I think he's a bit pace-dependent. Let's watch the most recent race from the number 5, He's Smokin' Now. We're going to see He's Smokin' Now on the outside. He's trying to lug in mid-stretch, and the rider, you can see, after hitting him the first time with the right-handed whip, he decides, let me hand ride this horse most of the way because I don't want him drifting in into another horse. He's Smokin' Now does win with an 80 Beyer speed figure, a career best performance, and he's the kind of horse with, I think, a little bit of upside potential. He's still a lightly raced 3-year-old. This is only going to be his 12th lifetime start. He likes to win races. He's won 2 out of his last 3, and I think he's tactical enough to stay within range. If anybody goes after Belle Tapissari, I can see a similar trip as last time from He's Smokin' Now, where he's stalking in the second flight, ready to attack on the turn. He does have some upside potential. The number 1A in this race is Thundershook. Let's watch his most recent race. He's part of that Jamie Ness train entry. He's won 4 of his last 5 races, and he was just too much for these horses. Now listen, he was 3 to 5 in this starter allowance race. He got into a little bit of trouble. Once he gets into the clear, it's all over but the shouting. His Beyer decreased, but I'm not sure a mile has to be his absolute best distance. I don't mind him cutting back to 3/4, and I do think he has enough tactical speed where if they hustle him out of there, he can stay close to the pace. He's just a versatile horse, whether it's sprinting or going 2 turns, and Ness has him seeing being dead red. He just is a good fit in here. He's stepping up in class, however. We'll see how he handles that. But that fig from 2 starts back sprinting at Parks puts him right in the mix. The 6 is Tip for Tap, and talk about lightly raced horses with upside. We're going to watch Tip for Tap's most recent effort. That was at Delaware off of a long layoff. We can give him some extra credit. He really works hard to win this race by a nose. My one concern is that Tip for Tap didn't beat much in that race. A couple of horses have already come out of that race. They have not distinguished themselves very well. He's run 4 times. He's hit the board all 4 times. He's utilized versatile running tactics. There are things to like for Tip for Tap. I do believe he needs to improve just a little bit. And completing the field is Belle Tapissari. We talked about him in the open. This horse showed big speed last time out in a race where the pace collapsed. The horse that he dueled with came back and found a kinder situation at Gulfstream Park on Sunday and was able to win. Belle Tapissari is a kind of horse where you get him on the lead and you get him relaxed, he is going to be very tough to run down. This is his favorite distance, and he gets a little weight off with an apprentice aboard, 5 pounds off since his last race, and he'll likely be in very prominent position when the field turns into the stretch. We take a look at my top picks in this race. I respect Belle Tapissari. I want to use him in any kind of multiple race wagers. I'm curious to see if he's smoking now, can take that needed step up. You're going to have to run down Belle Tapissari. That's not going to be easy. He's a tough horse to ride. He likes to lug in. But I do think there's some talent here. And at 4-1 in the morning line, you might offer a little bit of value. He's my top selection in the DRF race of the day for Wednesday, September the 30th. Race number 7 at Delaware is an approximate post time of 4:15 Eastern. Good luck.